Hi guys, welcome to my 2018 NYX Face Awards submission. As you can see, I already popped in my contacts and applied my facial prosthetic with a bit of spirit gum. The look I'm going to be portraying today is the Candyman, who was a real-life serial killer back in the, I want to believe, the 1960s, I believe. I put my own carnival-ish kind of dark twist on it. I really hope you guys enjoy this look. Let's get right into the video. As you can see here, I am just applying the rest of the body paint to the neck, a little bit of the chest, the prosthetic, and my face, just so it is all a very even tone and I don't have to go back and retouch it up later, because next we're going into shading and that requires a fully opaque base to start on, so it is very important to get it all to be the same shade. So as you can see here, I have already laid down a white base for where our eyebrows are going to go, and now I'm just going to copy the other side of my eyebrow and draw a slightly, I want to say, checkerboard kind of, you know what it honestly reminds me of is the Candyland game board, on how it had like each different color like kind of in a row. It kind of reminds me of that, just the gothic version of it. But yeah, you are going to want to make your left eyebrow look like your right eyebrow and get those spooky brows going, my boy. As you can see here, I am just taking a black eyeshadow and sweeping it on the inner corner of my eye and right underneath of my brow bone to get those really dark sunken in eye looks. You don't want to take it any further than right where your pupil starts. As you can see, I'm just taking that same black we just went out in the inner corner of our eye with, and I am taking it and really defining those natural divots and creases in the prosthetic. In retrospect, I could have used a light gray to kind of make it look more natural, but I really wanted that contrast and I really wanted that pop between the light gray and kind of like the darker black. Just make sure to blend your edges out, and yeah. And now I'm just taking that black and really kind of defining the eyebrows to make them look kind of more like they pop instead of just kind of sat on my face. Now I am just taking a red cream paint and I am going to apply this just like you would lipstick. The reason I use cream paint is because I wanted it still to be tacky when I go to put the sprinkles on, and I knew a regular lipstick kind of wouldn't have the thick consistency that a cream paint has, and I couldn't use liquid lipstick because it would be too dry at the time that I wanted to put the sprinkles down. And I didn't want to have to put spirit gum on my lips because obviously it's not really good to ingest. So I decided to go with a very bright red cream paint. So now what you see me doing is basically what I call the Joker mouth, because this is exactly how the Joker's mouth looks. All you have to do is drag the outside of your mouth out kind of into a winged eyeliner shape. I wanted to do this because I wanted him to appear like he had bigger lips and his mouth was kind of more drawn out. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side, except this time I am going to smudge it when I'm done drawing it, because I was kind of contemplating not, and then I saw how bad it turned out on that side, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna smudge it. We're gonna kind of give it that half Joker, half Harley Quinn feel to it. But yeah, I just used my finger to smudge it out so it would kind of look more realistic, kind of like he had been in a kind of tussle with somebody, perhaps. Now we are going to take our fake sprinkles and apply those right down with a bit of spirit gum. Just please do not get this on your mouth because you have to have a special remover to get this stuff off, and I don't want any. let that spirit gum get tacky, because that is when you know it is ready to. Here is me trying to think how the hell I am going to get these sprinkles on my face without them falling all over. So I decided to go with the very messy tactic of tilting my head back and hoping that these sprinkles would stick to the spirit gum. But in the end, I just ended up putting them down on a hard surface, pressing my finger down and kind of hoping they would stick to my finger, and then dabbing them along where I put the As you can see, this did take a while, and yes, Megan, you check yourself out for like the third time in this video. Here, all I'm doing is, off camera, I'm taking a red water activated paint and kind of watering it down so it runs and it drips down my mouth, kind of to look like, you know, I had just been drinking blood, or I had got a cut or a scrape on my lip, or else maybe it was somebody else's blood. So that's all I'm doing there. It's just adding a little bit of blood, and then, yes, blend that in. And then all I'm also doing is just adding a bit of blood over top of the sprinkles to kind of make them appear dirty, like they've been there for a while. Yes, we are finally headed in to the finishing touches of this makeup tutorial. I decided to kind of give it more of that carnival-y look and go with the nose of a red clown, because that's like a staple in the carnival, is the clown with the squeaky red nose. Fun fact, I have a deafening fear of clowns. But yeah, you are just going to want to paint a circle onto your nose that is red. Honestly, I cannot lie and tell you guys that I was not feeling the spookiness level on this. I kept looking at myself and I was like, wow, I look pretty spooky. But yeah, this is probably one of the last steps, is I'm just taking black and carving out my cheekbones a little bit to give it that more sickly kind of ill look to it. And pop on a costume and you're done.